Welcome to Restats. This is encoding survey data in Sheets, Excel, or Spreadsheet. After you have gathered the data, whether it's for pilot testing or for the actual administration for your research, your next step to take is to encode your data. That can be done in the statistical software that you will be using for analyzing your data. However, for my students, I always require them to encode it first in Sheets or Excel. Now, how do we do that? First, let's examine this survey questionnaire on perceived parental support on college students in the new blended learning program. Prepare the questionnaire and open your spreadsheet or open the Excel. For the first column, I always label it as the respondent. And you can have it depending on the number of participants that you have. And the next column would be the first variable in your survey questionnaire. In this case, we have, this should be male and female only, sex. The second column is the second profile, number of siblings or simply siblings. Then the third would be department. We can just have DPT for department, and then occupational status, and the next variable is civil status. And okay, we're done with the first part for the demographic profile. Let's proceed to the next part, which is the proper questionnaire or the proper questionnaire proper. It is composed of how many factors? We have 5 factors. Now, we will add columns, or we will just write these in the columns. We need to add a row above, just one row. And as you can see in the questionnaire, there are 5 items per factor. The first factor is financial support. We have first 1, 2, 5 items. Okay, 5 items, and we need to merge this and label this as financial support. And then for the next factor, we can just copy and paste it, this one. Financial support, factor 3, factor 4, and factor 5. Now, as you can see, the first factor again is financial support. The second is emotional. We can just emotional. The third factor is mental. The fourth factor is social and communication. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what you need to do, no? In order for you to be able to encode the data after this. Okay, now that we are done labeling the columns, let's input the data. Let's say, so in order for us to do this, we will simply code the options or the variables. So 1, we can code female as 1 and male as 2. For the number of siblings, we can have start from none. It could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that one. We can just 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And for arts, for the department, we can label arts and sciences as 1, 2, code this as 3, 4, and 5. For occupational status, again 1, 2, 3. For civil status, 1 for single and 2 for married. Now, let's say for example that the participant is a female. Let's say that this is already a responded questionnaire and she checked female. So we will encode 1 instead of the word female. We have 1. And for the siblings, let's say no siblings because she's the only child. So we have to write 0, type 0. For the department, under the education, it's number 4. And then for occupational status, let's say the student is a full-time student and not working, it's 3. And the student is single, so we have 1, according to what she checked in the questionnaire. Now let's have the data for the questionnaire on perceived parental support. Now we will simply encode the responses of the participant here. Let's say if we check 3 here, if we check these columns, like that one, and then another 3, if these are her responses, then we will simply encode. No, we will simply encode the numbers. Communication, let's say 2. Okay, let's say these are the responses of the participant. Then let's go to our Excel. We have for financial support, the first 5 items. She checked 3 for the item 1, and we will encode here 3. And for financial item 2, 3, we have 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. Then we will simply include 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. And for the emotional support, we have all 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for mental support, we have all 3s again. For the social support, all 3s again. And for the communication support, 2s and 3. 3 2s and 2 3s. Okay, we have now encoded the responses of the participants in Excel. That is how we encode our survey data or survey responses of the participants in Excel.